Yeah, hey everyone, Brian with you from TheGameCommon, and we are doing our AI-only Championship Series 2020. We're down to the final 6. Can you believe it? Feels like just yesterday we started, but we have Catherine, Mapuche, Brazil, America, Aztec, and Gandhi as the final 6. One of those 6 civs is going to actually be the winner here, which is kind of crazy. And the fact is, we have 2 ex-winners still in this group with both Pedro and Gandhi, which is, man, I honestly didn't think we could have a repeat winner, and if we did, I didn't anticipate it would be one of those 2. I mean, keep in mind, there's what, 40-something civs, so to have 2 ex-winners in the final 6 is kind of ridiculous. So anyways, this will be our last group stage before we get to the final 4. When we are in the final 4, what's going to happen is we will do 3 rounds, and it will be the top score after all 3 rounds. So we're going to do 325 turns, so this will be a full-scale game. We did shuffle. I did a standard map size just so they have a little bit of extra room, so you know, hopefully no one's on top of each other. I think everything else is good to go, so yeah, we'll see after 325 who's the bottom 2 civs or who gets killed before 325, but we'll be back as soon as the game loads in 1 second. All right, let's see how the map ended up shaking out. Okay, that's a lot of sea. That's a rather interesting map, just because I don't think I've ever seen a fourth of the map just be sea like that before. Okay, anyways, Northwest kind of almost seems like a Pangaea map, but I don't know, because some of these, like, this is kind of on its own little island. All right, this is an interesting one. So Teddy is down here in the south. He's in the tundra. He's got Gandhi not too far away, but Teddy still has quite a bit of room to expand to. Aztecs are up here on this little island by themselves. Yes. Yeah, I mean, technically they're on an island by themselves, but it's not particularly large. Brazil is over here then with Mapuche right next to them. And then who are we still missing? And then France is over here. Okay, so I think other than Teddy, no one's in necessarily a great spot. I mean, you could argue Brazil's maybe in the weakest spot here, but I mean, they could still come way up here. Also kind of depends if the Aztecs go up here. I mean, I think this is a pretty balanced map. So Mapuche maybe have the worst just because most of their stuff is in the tundra. Like, they would have to literally get right on top of Brazil, but I don't know. We'll see. They also seem to have been moving north, which is interesting. India already has 3 cities down. They seem like they're going to have pretty strong 3 cities here. Teddy still only has 2. We'll have to see, because keep in mind, Teddy tends to get really aggressive. So who would he be aggressive towards? India. What's India going to pop out with? Varu. Is Teddy going to be able to overcome the Varu? That's going to be interesting, and we'll have to see whether or not Teddy can conquer him before the Varu pop out. Honestly, I think like Aztec would be the best one to knock out Gandhi, simply because he would be able to get those Eagle Warriors in and do a lot of damage before the Varu ever pop in. But we shall see. France, honestly, she's kind of up over here by herself as well, so this might be good for France, although she doesn't have that much room. Like, she's on an island to herself, and that island doesn't have a lot of room just because the city-states are right there, and then she's kind of blocked onto this island because of the city-states. The thing is, there's a lot of room for everyone. It is a standard size map for only 6 players, so, you know, I think... You know, I'm just going to say I don't think it's going to be because, it's not going to be because they don't have enough room they get screwed. Like, even the Aztecs, for example, they could still come all the way over here, or Teddy could come over there. There's a lot of potential. It just depends on how smart the AI is at settling, which can be very hit or miss, obviously. All right, let's go ahead and pop up to speed 3. The only early aggression we can see is probably Teddy against India, and it actually seems as if Teddy is planning on that, although he is fighting barbarians, so I don't know. We'll see. He does have archers. Early archers are absolutely amazing at taking out AI. Oh, and then we'll probably see Mapuche versus Brazil. Now, it looks like Brazil is going to have enough troops to defend this, but we will see. If they keep moving their troops up north, this could be a problem. Could we see Brazil, who I'm starting to kind of think might repeat here, actually get knocked out? Okay, there's the war. I mean, man, Brazil has a lot of units, though. Brazil has a lot more units ready to go, so I would be a little shocked, I think, if they end up losing something. Teddy ended up pulling most of his troops away, it appears, and India does have archers as well, so that's going to be a lot harder for Teddy. The thing is, if Teddy's going to declare war, he needs to do it early, but the thing is, Teddy doesn't need to declare war. He just needs to not get conquered by India, because he can get a whole bunch of cities down and be completely fine. 2 of these civs will be eliminated. We got to remind ourselves, only 2 of these civs. So you don't have to have the best game. You just can't have literally the worst game, or the second worst game for that record. Brazil looks like they're going to be perfectly okay. And then they're actually going to go forward settle Mapuche. So this could be problematic for Mapuche. We've talked about this many, many times. I know, I'm sorry. But AI, when they declare war and they're not able to take a city, sometimes that just really completely breaks the AI. Mapuche also being in this tundra could come back to bite them. Really, it's going to come down to, is India going to come settle this way? Like, are they going to come settle over here? If they do, then Mapuche is basically stuck just going this way, and a lot of this is tundra. I mean, they could come all the way over here, but I don't know how much room is actually available to colonize over here. Yeah, not a whole lot. Not a whole lot. So he almost needs to take over Brazil. Interesting. Interesting. Aztecs are doing okay. They got their 4 cities up. All right. Teddy is doing some exploration. He's got his 4 cities up. Is he popping out another city? No. How many religions with 6 players? We are on a standard map, so there's going to be 5 religions for 6 players. So only 1 civ. I guess that would be an argument for doing a small map. Because only 1 civ is not going to get a religion. Which, you know, sure, whatever. Teddy's about to throw down city number 5. Gandhi still only has 4. He's 1 turn away from popping out city number 5. Mapuche doesn't look like he's popping out city number 5. Brazil is going to get city number 5 in a couple turns. And then we have city 4, city number 5? No, doesn't look like she has city number 5 incoming either. She might find herself trapped, just lack of room over here. I know the first era end. I'm just trying to see who's going to get city 5. Okay, Aztecs did. All right, so everyone got a golden age. Brazil got a dark age. And then Aztec and France got normal ages. Probably because they couldn't meet anyone. Brazil with the dark age isn't going to affect them yet. Oh, Nazca. Early suzerain. I think that's an early suzerain, correct, from Mapuche? Yeah. And so that's actually destroying a lot of Brazil's army. Ironically, Nazca's probably doing more work than Mapuche did. Now, can Mapuche bring a second wind or second wave of forces? Yes, and he's actually popping out crossbows really early on. Is that going to be enough to make any kind of dent? Probably not. I mean, this is not the easiest terrain to pass here. They're not really necessarily super close to themselves, but that crossbow is probably going to help them survive here as Brazil is going for a killing blow. Over here, India's got 5 cities. They do not have Varu up yet. Varu don't require anything. Do they require iron? I don't think they require anything, right? No. Yeah, that's what just makes them even better, is the fact that they don't require any resources. Teddy is going to throw down city number 6. He's also got a couple campuses up, correct? He's got 1. He's popping out number 2. Number 3, sorry. No. Nope, number 4. Yeah, Teddy's doing good on science, isn't he? Yep, he is currently winning. Mapuche's in second, though. Okay, Gandhi's starting to fall a little bit behind, as is Catherine and Montezuma. Brazil's not doing too bad, but yeah, these crossbows, man, it's gonna be interesting. We'll see if Teddy... The thing... Okay, there's the Varu. Yeah, like, even having a slight science advantage at this point isn't going to help against the Varu. Like, having swordsmen right now and crossbow are still just not going to do enough work against the Varu. Brazil's looking to conquer Nazca, but that's not going to happen. And, oh, they actually grabbed Willy Mapu, which is funny because they have a Dark Age. Yeah, against the Golden Age, and somehow they're holding on to it. All right, there it is. There it goes flipping. So Brazil had the war declared upon them and ended up coming back and taking them out. So Mapuche's in a very awkward spot right now, especially since he's starting to run out of room to settle, because India kind of came over here as well. Now, who has religions? India has one of them. Who got the religions? Let's see. America, Aztec, India, France, and someone else has a great prophet, but hasn't used it yet. Aztecs, perhaps? Who are the 2 that didn't have a religion? That would have been a better question to ask. Okay, so not America, not Aztecs, okay, not India, not France. So Mapuche and Brazil. One of those 2 has a great prophet. So Brazil is the one that doesn't have a religion. Correct? I said that right? Yeah, so Brazil's the one that's not going to have a religion. Which, bright side, they're not going to take loyalty for not having converted a city. Downside, we'll see whether or not that point total comes back to haunt them. If they come and take over Mapuche, though, they'll be fine. And they're going for the capital. Will they be able to hold the capital? Probably not, but they would be able to hold Willy. if they take it. Are they? Yeah, they're actually going to be able to grab. Nope. Oh, they are going to be able to grab it because the crossbow didn't shoot the melee unit. Nope, nope, nope. Just barely not able to grab it. All right, Brazil is not going to be able to. Oh, so close, man. So France ended up coming down and settling over here, which is really putting Mapuche in a bad spot. How are Aztecs looking? They seem fine. Who's at the bottom? Obviously, it's going to be Mapuche. And then Brazil is second to last. Interesting. Teddy's going north. Teddy's doing exactly what he needs to do, and he's popping out more cities. Yeah, Teddy's going to be ridiculously good in this game right now, I think. Now, looks like India and Teddy are trading with each other, and they are friendly with each other. Are they in the home continent? No, they're on different continents. Doesn't Teddy... He likes civs that start on his home continent. Okay. India is usually peaceful, though. So, it just seems as if Teddy is not too interested in war. I mean, he's actually pretty weak here. And he's only at 158. And that's kind of interesting because there is a chance that maybe India then decides to declare on him. India declaring surprise war, not super likely, but it is a possibility. Let's vote for ourselves, and they're most likely going to do the negative production. It is weird playing this game because I've been playing Old World the last couple days, so like watching Civ again is kind of interesting. It's like, oh yeah, wait. A lot of this, like there's no families and stuff like that. You know, it's just, I don't know. So military emergency against Pedro, who declared war on him. Lautaro and Catherine, so France jumped in on it. All right. He still has Willy. It doesn't look like he's going to be able to go grabbing anything else. France could come in here and start making some waves if they end up landing these troops. None of these cities are on the coast, though, so the Navy isn't going to really come into play. Aztecs dealing with some barbarians again, but for the most part, they're pretty peaceful. You and India are no longer friendly. There has been a denouncement. I'm wondering if India is thinking about this war. Teddy, you're going to need some troops, buddy. You're going to need a few more crossbows. And right now, he's producing some encampments, but he doesn't have... Well, he does have walls in Boston. So in the scheme of things, he'll probably be okay then. There's only one catapult here. Yeah, he might be okay. I'm assuming he's got a huge tech advantage. Yeah, he's got a huge tech advantage. Where is Teddy right now? He is up here. He's close to gunpowder. Now, I wonder if he got iron. Teddy. No, he didn't get iron. All that land and he has no iron. Yeah, no, that seems completely normal. Oy, how do you have all this land and no iron? How? There's iron there. Okay, I guess he just didn't improve the one, or he did improve it and exploded. But come on. One source of iron in, like, how large is his empire? One source of iron in an empire that is 107. That is stupid. I'm sorry. There needs to be more strategic resources. Probably less luxuries in the game and more strategics. Although the game's heavily balanced that you need all the luxuries. So I don't know. Willy's actually getting taken back by Mapuche. So Mapuche's pulled it back. Are they going to be able to take it? If they end up bringing this other heavy chariot forward. Now, the thing is, I was going to say eventually that would flip, but oh, you know what? They got a golden age. We flipped. Yeah. And then France got a golden age, normal age then for Montezuma, dark ages for the other three, which doesn't really affect anyone because these guys aren't really close to each other. The other thing going for Teddy is he's got this nice little wall here. Yeah, there's basically two ways into his empire, and this past a volcano and then this one little tile here. So it is fairly defensible. The other thing is, even if India takes a couple towns, he's still got a lot of room over here. Now, India's kind of running out of room themselves. I wonder where they're trying to go. Are they trying to settle right there? Yeah, it looks like it. Which they probably can hold it now, but I think eventually... I don't know. India usually... Yeah, they have such large cities that I think they'll be able to hold on to it. Jabalpur. Aztecs looking fine. I think they're probably going to cruise here. I don't think anything's going to come and stop them. France... ended up throwing a city right next to Brazil over here, which is probably not a good idea. Religious emergency against Guiande. I wonder who triggered that one. Yeah, I wonder who triggered that one. Who did they end up converting? Teddy? Yeah, they ended up converting Teddy. Well, maybe that's good because maybe Teddy will focus. It looks like he's been a little too focused on religious units. So maybe he'll get into some more military units so he doesn't get absolutely destroyed. France is still trying to come settle in Brazil's territory. I have no idea. Who's at the bottom too? Mapuche and Brazil still. Montezuma's actually not that far ahead though. There's a good chance if Brazil knocks out Mapuche that Aztecs end up being the one that gets eliminated. Which is funny because they respawned all by themselves, but like this is kind of crap land here. All right. And the other thing is, I'm sure France isn't that far ahead either. They're in second right now, but I mean, it's not really that big of a lead. I feel like Teddy right now is going to have a much, like Teddy is what, fourth to last? Now he's in third, but I think Teddy's going to be top two. Probably in first place, honestly. I think the only reason Gandhi's so high right now is because he has the religion rolling for him. Like he's got 44 on the religious score. It's not as good as I thought. He's got 2 wonders. Teddy's got 3 wonders. I just feel like Teddy's going to be able to get a whole bunch of wonders popping out and then a whole bunch of empire score. See, how's his culture? Brazil has the highest culture right now, which means he would be able to get a lot of the cultural wonders. But being at war with pretty much everyone might make that kind of difficult. He is at war with France. So you decided to attack with your settler? I guess. Sure. Have fun there. Willie's still holding on, or Brazil's still holding on to Willie. Teddy's getting another great scientist. I think that's his second one, right? Galileo? Yeah. Yeah, he's got so much room. Teddy's going to be fine, I think. The only thing that would really suck for Teddy at this point would be if Gandhi ended up just declaring war. But Gandhi's starting to lose the Vario being able to just, like, wreck. Starting to slow down a little bit. Here's the other crappy thing about Teddy. I don't see Niter either. Wait, can we search when the game's paused? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think it searches even when the game's paused. Teddy still has horses, but he has no niter, no iron. The only people with iron right now are Lautaro and Catherine and Brazil. Montezuma has 2. But that might be from Suzerain. What the heck is this map? I guess there is one iron mine. What is this map, man? What? This is so stupid. Half the civs don't even have iron. What the hell? I bet the city-states get the iron. All right, I guess we're going to wrap this episode up here. We're probably a little bit on the short side, but we got the nice little pause here, so I don't want to abuse it. This is going to be probably a full game, I can imagine. And I don't know anyone is super safe right now. I mean, Gandhi's in first place. Gandhi's looking good, but Gandhi is not necessarily in a great position long term. Same thing with France. France looks good now, but like long term, they're not necessarily going to be in the bestest of spots. Really, Mapuche is about the only one that's struggling, and he could theoretically pull it back. He's definitely going to need France to come help and do some damage, and then if he could grab his Willie back, but I probably shouldn't say it that way. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, drop a like, comment. Let me know what you think. As always, hit the subscribe button, join the game, comment, share your support. I'll see you guys next episode. Later, everybody.